earliest memories of YCIS aren't really one single moment, but more like a collection of sensory snapshots. Well, my mom always laughs when she talks about those early days. She says I was just genuinely excited to come to school, even as a toddler. And one thing she always brings up is how the big books from YCIS followed me home. I got so inspired by story time on the reading rug that I set up a little library corner in my bedroom, complete with an actual borrow and return system for my siblings and anyone who came to visit. And I genuinely think that's where my interest for learning first took root.
I have so many memories of Amos, and honestly it's such a privilege to have been a part of his journey. He was always very curious. I'm so incredibly proud of him and proud that he's used all of the skills that he's learned from a very young age.
So my love for musicals started earlier than most people might expect. When I was about 7, my sister and I joined the Peter Pan musical production. And what I remember most isn't the performance itself, but the feeling of it, which is the bonding, the sense of belonging with everyone on the stage together.
From his initial audition for the upper primary choir, Amos demonstrated a balanced combination of technical precision and natural expression. It brings me great joy and gives me a sense of pride that Amos has continued his musical journey into secondary so successfully and for all his other achievements. I wish him everything of the best for his next chapter.
The school musicals, especially performing in our school's original production, The Mother's Legacy in Year 10. And that experience challenged me to step outside my comfort zone. I also realized the importance of self-assurance and speaking up for what I believe in. The lessons I learned on stage have also become a foundation for the way I try to lead and serve in my community. My sustainability journey began when I witnessed the devastating bleaching of the coral reefs, which inspired me to pursue environmental change ever since I was a middle school student, especially our commitment to underserved communities, which was a cause I had been involved with for several years already. And also growing up in a Christian family, I was taught the importance of compassion and the need to serve others. That belief in taking action, however small, led me to start eco-humanitarian advocates. All my experiences in Yunnan and Nepal, the moments that left the deepest impression on me were not just about watching the dark rooms fill with light, but seeing the genuine excitement and joy on the faces of children and adults. It reminded me that the greatest impact comes when people are empowered to sustain change themselves. I'm very honored to receive offers from Harvard University in Environmental Science and Engineering and Stanford University in Environmental System Engineering. The support I received from CUGO, especially from my counselor, Mr. Dang, was significant.
At UJON, the CUGO supports students at every step of their university journey. In our class sessions, and more importantly, in our one-to-one meetings, we discuss which activities have the greatest impact on students personally, on the school, and the wider community. The good problem with Amos was that he had so many meaningful activities that it was kind of difficult to choose which ones to highlight. I was especially honored when Amos invited me to accompany his economics team to a prestigious competition in Changsha last year. Observing him firsthand allowed me to see the leadership, teamwork, organization, and problem-solving skills I later described in my letters of recommendation.
Being at YCIS helped me build the foundational values of perseverance, versatility, and cultural intelligence. I'm currently a VP of Academics for the Quantitative Finance Student Association in my university, where I now spend my time mentoring younger students on how to break into the finance world, which feels like the perfect way for me to bring the mission of YCIS of leadership and community impact to life.
I really agree. I think YC gave me a lot of room to lead even before I knew what I was doing. So right now at Stanford, I've really developed a love for the intersection between design and technology and how I can use my passion for edtech and my technological skills to translate that into something that can impact my community at large. And so yeah, I think YC gave me a lot of resources to really build on that.
I think we have a lot of shared memories across our YC journey, but one moment I always look back to is back when I just came to secondary school in year 7. All 3 of us were on the same sports team, which was the under-20 mixed ball hockey team. I was basically the smallest kid there, but it was so fun, like just being on the same team.
Also golf team. We also were in the same golf team. We were competing, especially during COVID. So it was really happy playing with my little brother and my sister during COVID. Yeah. As your eldest brother, I'm really grateful to have you as my little brother, and I'm really proud of you for being who you are today. I have a few hints and tips for Amos before he heads off to Stanford. Number one, I think Amos should try to push himself, to try to explore as many passions as possible. Number two, my hint would be try to meet as much people as possible. Number three is invest in your health. I think health is the number one most important thing. And finally, I just want to say you've grown so much while I'm gone in Canada, and best of luck in Stanford.
Yeah, I must say something really similar to Enoch. I just want to say that I'm also really proud of you as my brother. Looking at you walk up on stage today really just made me feel like a really proud sister. There's always something going on in every corner of the Stanford's campus. I just want to tell you that it's okay to not have everything figured out, and that it always takes time and experience for you to really sort of figure out what you're gonna do. Last thing I want to say is that always be behind your back. I'm so excited to experience the years to come with you at Stanford.
Well, leaving YCIS feels surreal because this has been my home since I was 6 months old, and it's my first time changing schools. I feel ready to step into this next chapter, taking the empathy, inclusion, and courage I've developed here to new environments. More than anything, my goal is to use what I learned to help others and support communities in building a more sustainable future.